Listen, what I'm about to share with you is a true story. This isn't some fiction or horror film plot, but a real event that happened to me. A few months ago, I decided to dip my toe into the world of online dating. I downloaded Tinder and started swiping. Among the many profiles, one particular guy named James caught my eye. His profile felt authentic and he came across as very down-to-earth, which intrigued me enough to swipe right. We connected and soon decided to meet up. We settled on a quaint little Italian restaurant downtown. The place is known for its excellent lasagna and the quiet, cozy ambience. It felt like a safe and familiar choice. James arrived on time, neatly dressed with a warm smile. He was just as charming as his profile had led me to believe. Our dinner was filled with laughter and engaging conversation. James was not only a good listener but also a great storyteller. His stories spanned a wide range, from funny to reflective. The genuine interest he showed in me was captivating, and it drew me into the conversation even more. As we were leaving, he offered to take me home. I agreed, and we continued to enjoy our conversation on the way to my place. It seemed natural to invite him inside once we reached my house. We spent a bit more time together, as our conversation turned into some playful flirting, and then, well, things took a more intimate turn. We laid there for a minute to catch our breath, and he left shortly afterward, leaving me with a pleasant buzz from our lovely evening. Sometime after James had left, I was suddenly jolted awake from a deep sleep by some unusual noises coming from downstairs. It was clear that someone was in my house. A chilling wave of fear washed over me, but I knew I had to do something. I quickly called the police and they instructed me to barricade myself in my room and wait for their arrival. The wait for the police was agonizing, with every minute feeling like an eternity. Each unfamiliar sound sent fresh jolts of fear through me. However, the sound of distant sirens finally signaled the arrival of help. What they found in my house was something out of a horror movie. James, dressed in a full hazmat suit, like the ones you see in forensic crime shows, was in my living room, which was now covered wall to wall, floor to ceiling in plastic sheets. An assortment of knives was neatly arranged on one side, ready for who knows what. The police wasted no time in apprehending James and taking him away in handcuffs. As I watched them drive away, I felt a wave of relief wash over me. I thanked the officers for their help and then sat down on the couch to try and make sense of what had just happened. James was not at all who he appeared to be. He had been planning something sinister all along, and his seemingly innocent date with me was part of his plan. Shaking with fear, I quickly called my best friend and told her everything that had happened. James had taken my keys when he left earlier, allowing him to sneak back inside my house unnoticed. The charming, easygoing guy I had met on Tinder was nowhere to be seen, replaced by this unsettling figure. It felt like a nightmare, a surreal twist in my life that I'm still trying to make sense of. I still can't believe how close I came to being another victim of this madman's plot, but thankfully, justice is now being served. The thought of what could have happened still haunts me from time to time, but whenever it does, I remember how lucky I am to have made it out alive.